sir. You know what that means? Flipping the pages. We ready for NFL Week 14. Huge Sunday in football. Let's go. Turn that up a little bit. Let's go. Soccer locks. Last week of the regular season and fantasy playoffs. Going into playoffs next week. I need big victories this week. We're sitting in first in Ballers League. Don't really have to worry about it. First round bye. But in the 2 tight end, 4 wide out, double QB league, I need a dub. Projected early on in the week, Mac Jones. He got a bye. Mac Jones. He got a bye. Dude I was facing, DeAndre Swift, ended up getting ruled out. Could the tides be turning? Could they be turning? Let's go. Let's go. Let's have a Sunday. Can I sneak into the playoffs in all 3 leagues? Already clinched in 2. Could I do it on sleeper? Started off 1-5 in that league too. Well, actually, yeah. Fuck it. We'll get right into that too. Bring that up to start it. Like, who do I start? I picked up Guyton, picked up all them folks. See, projected 169 to 167. Let's go. Sony Michel. Let's go. Guyton. Let's go. Picked up Osborne. Yo, Hilliard. Hopefully he has another productive week. Ayuk, come on, versus Cincy. Over is definitely hitting in that game. Guyton, come on. Come on. Number 2 target in a game which it's at 43 points. I'm taking the over in that one also. Let's go. Missing Thielen. AJ Brown out. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Pittman on a bye. Mac Jones on a bye. You see the running back situation. Melvin Gordon probably not going to play a lot today. It's rough. You picking up Samaje Perine? It's rough. Dead ass. So, hopefully we scrape together a win. This is the first time I ever seen it projected that I'm going to win. Huge Thursday night to get us started. But, to get into our live locks, we had some 9 o'clock ones. Watched UFC dead late last night, woke up a little late. You know how that shit go. But, shout out to Black Bottle Boys, Solo and Branks. Didn't make their picks. We was locked in on the fights in the High Stakes Takes podcast. 4-1 yesterday. Jeff Neal getting a victory with a huge 3rd round performance. And, come on, Sugar Sean. It's the Sugar Show. You already know the deal. Putting him down, win by TKO. Oh, Leicester up 3-0. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I can't believe it, bro. Started with the early parlay. I almost added Leicester in there, but wasn't sure. Vardy wasn't starting. They had Patson Doc up there. They did have Madison on the right side, though. Had him over there, sneaky. I was surprised, but let's go. 4-0 victory. Now the other one I had. We had Mets. And actually, can West Ham get a late winner? Come on. We had them to win. We had Leicester over 2.5 and the over 3.5, which live just hit. So the stats, boom. Come on. Come on. And in the Mets game, which was at plus 145 just this morning to hit the over 2.5. When you look at the matchup, you had Mets versus Lorient. Mets, 3 goals given up in back-to-back home games. They were at home. Lorient, 6 straight losses, so they're giving up goals left and right. So each team is going to guarantee at least 1 in the back of the net. Last time I checked, it was 3-0 Mets within, 19 minutes? Hadn't scored all the way up to the 70th. So let's see how this goes. I'm about to scroll down right here, a little scrolly. Can Mets get the 4th? Angers versus Clermont. Stayed away from that one. Mets with 4 fucking goals. What a start to this Sunday. Let's go. Let's go. 4-1. See? That is ridiculous, bro. Dead ass. Because the over 2.5 hit in 6 straight when Mets were at home versus Lorient with 23 total goals. 23 total goals in 6 matches? What's that? That's like 3.8, almost 4 goals on average. So the over 2.5 being at plus 145, don't be too, like if you look at odds, don't be too sketched out about that, especially when you're firm on the facts and the stats you looked up. Let's go. Get us started with hitters all over. I did not send the over 3.5 in that Leicester game because I was thinking Vardy out. I think they had like Shrewsbury, something like that in the midfield. Oh, Dewsbury Hall. Some pace to him. Oh, and he scored one of the goals. Let's get into it. Biggest locks of the day. Belgian Pro League. You already know I'm going to give you one for them. Club Brugge at home versus Waregem. Now, Waregem, or it could even be Waregem. You never even know. But Club Brugge favored minus 580. At home, I think they'll dominate, even though their last game at home, they gave up 2 goals to Sarang. But if they have, Bormer out there, Club Brugge, sometimes they add him on the bench because older players, not as pacey, like to switch up the lineup a little bit. But they usually have Bormer in there. But he was on the bench in this one, see? On the bench in the Champions League match. Decided to go with Ritz, Balanta, and Vanaken. Vanaken, huge player for Club Brugge. De Ketelare, Noah Lang, even Mingole. Decent goalkeeper. Even though he gave up 4, wasn't the best at Liverpool, but stand up dude for everything you hear from the Liverpool players when he moved on. So it's good shit. And he got some silverware, right? With Liverpool. That shit's dope. So if you look at the latest meetings, Club Brugge, they've won 4 straight against Wagram, and 6 out of the last 7. I think this is a guaranteed lock, especially with being at home. And Waregem, we gonna hit it one of the times. And Waregem, back-to-back road games with 3 goals against, lock in Club Brugge plus 115. Did it shift? Let's see. Oh, it did. Oh, no. Actually, the minus 2.5 didn't shift. But them on money line shifted from minus 580 to minus 600. Guaranteed to get the win. But covering 2.5, if you look at their latest games versus them, beat them last meeting 4-0 on the road, 3-0 at home, 6-0 on the road. Over their last 3 matchups, they're guaranteed to dominate this game. And we're taking them minus 2.5, which is still plus 115 odds. And we're going to take the over 3.5, which was at minus 140. And I think it probably shifted. Still minus 140. Be a little careful with it. It starts shifting up to minus 150. I think the over 4.5 would be a solid lock too. So, actually, let's go. Are the added market bets going to hit today? Is that the trend? Let's go. Club Brugge, minus 2.5. The over 3.5. And let's lock in the over 4.5 at plus 145 odds. I'm going to write that shit down right now. And that game's at 3 o'clock. So the next game we got 245 PSG versus Monaco. PSG minus 245 the last time I looked at them. Go over here to Ligue 1. Marseille on the road. Damn. Plus 200 underdogs. That's crazy. But PSG still minus 245 coming off that 4-1 victory at home versus Bruges in the Champions League. But in Ligue 1, PSG back-to-back draws. But versus Monaco, they've won 11 out of their last 14 meetings. And it's hit the over 3.5 in 7 out of the last 9. I think 4-goal average with 36 total goals is guaranteed to hit the over 3.5. Lock it in early at plus 110. And with Monaco on the road, letting Sturm Graz in the Europa League get multiple opportunities, especially with being a lower tier sided team. Come on, PSG, Messi out there. You got Mbappe out there. Guaranteed to be goals. And I'm going to take them, lock them in, minus 245. When it comes to winning by 2 goals, it could get a little sketchy. It could be a 3-2 game. But if they were to win, I don't see them putting 4 past them. It's either going to be 3-1 or 3-2. Let's see. 3-1 plus a G. 3-2 plus 1900. Not bad odds right there either. So, locks all over. And to end off the show, we got NFL locks for y'all. I cannot wait for this NFL Week 14. Coupe de France. When's that game? 12-17? 5 days? Paris FC? Nah, that's... Alright. I was about to say... Paris FC? Who the fuck? But Lyon minus 255 at home. That'll probably hit the over. Let's see an early lock for that Coupe de France. It's at minus 170. Guaranteed to shift. Next episode, we'll come right to this. Show you. You get it in early. You notice some locks. Lyon, guaranteed to have goals. And when you have a lower tier sided team like Paris FC, come on. Coupe de France, guaranteed to hit the over. And I'm looking for Moussa Dembele to start scoring for Lyon. You need to come out of nowhere and start locking it in. But Metz Lorient, come on. Come on. West Ham, draw on the road. $12, we'll give you a live lock with Lazio versus Sassuolo. Now, I'd be a little sketched out about it. Lazio been letting up some goals, but as soon as those lineups drop, we'll end the show. That'll be the last lock of the episode. So getting NFL Week 14 where players being out, you need to win your Week 14 matchup to maybe clinch playoffs. You could be a win out, right? You have to dominate this week. If you're behind on points for in your league, that's also going to be sketchy. So, guaranteed locks of the day. Now, y'all can stay away from this Panthers lock. I'm rocking with my squad. I have to. Cam Newton versus Atlanta, right? Pretty sure he's from Georgia. Now, he's not on the road. It's a home game. Atlanta has won 6 out of the last 8 meetings versus Carolina, whether it's home or away. So I'd be a little sketched out about this one. But Carolina coming off horrible loss last time. Coming off a bye week. But their last game, they straight got beat the fuck up. Cam looked like shit. And that's my dog too. You see it right there, the Auburn. Auburn sign. Heisman. Heisman. That boy. Ooh. But come on, Cam. And they definitely firing Joe Brady. Ooh-wee. How do we come back? How do we come back? Deadass. Rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator when they came in. Tried to mesh, obviously didn't work. But Panthers, 33-10 at Miami. Horrible. Come on. Y'all need to, come on. I ain't gonna say no more. You better prove it. Better prove it today. Show me something. It's only 2-4 at home. Falcons 4-2 on the road. Falcons are probably gonna win this game. Plus 2.5, that's probably good shit right there. I think it shifted from +3 too. I think it was +3 early on in the week. But I'm gonna lock in Carolina minus 135. Fuck the 2-point spread. It's gonna be a close division game. And prop bet for this one, Panthers, I think second ranked pass defense, and that's locked in. Only giving up 176 through the air. Come on. And they picked up Stephon Gilmore. Lock your shit in even more. Let's get it. I'm going to lock in Matty Ice to throw a Pickens, Charles Dickens, and it's probably going to be Stephon Gilmore. That ass. I wish I could actually bet who's going to get the pick. But Matt Ryan to throw a pick on the road, sitting plus 115? What? Lock it in. Let's go. Cam's probably, minus 120. Cam probably got a pick in him too. And prop bets for this one. Cam's going to score. So, a rushing touchdown. Because it don't count if it's passing. But Cam, and does Mike Davis score against his old team? I kind of like that. Plus 900. That's not too bad. Cam Newton, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts will probably get busy. But the favorite, of course, plus 350, Cam and Cordarrelle Patterson. But I like, there was 3 of them I looked at. Cam and Pitts, solid. Cam and Cordarrelle, as long as he stays healthy, obviously. Man, plus 900, Mike Davis to score against his old team. Come on, let's lock one of those in. Oh, 3 for all 3. Let's get it. Atalanta. I had a feeling someone was going to come in and score a late goal. Was it Zapata? Was it Ilicic? I had a feeling. Verona. It's a tough team. Over-under was at 3.5. I stayed away from it. Ooh, Coop and Myers. Or Coop minus. Minus. That boy's a beast. He's Dutch international animal. Oh, they scored in the 22nd. Oh, 19 or 14 on shots. It's very open game. Atalanta on the road. Be careful. Just seen that. Definitely be careful. 11 o'clock, Marseille. Who they got out there? Dieng, Payet, Guaye, Kamara, Saliba. Not bad. Ooh, Frankfurt, Leverkusen, Bore, Hinterrega, Indica, Schick, Wirtz, Diaby. Ooh, they got a squad out there. I didn't even check this one. Ooh, this has been over. 7, 10. Oh, shit. 19 total goals over the past 5 games. What? That's almost 4 goals a game. Let's see the live odds on that one. I started be jumping around. If it's 2.5, I'm like, lock it in. That's another lock for y'all. Over 2.5 in that Frankfurt versus Leverkusen game. Let's get it. A little sneaky lock. We'll just slide right in there. A little shifty nifty. Let's get it. So, back to the picks. Bruh. Now minus 140. Panthers, that's a little sketchy, man. Telling you, be careful. So, the next lock we got for y'all. Cleveland at home versus Baltimore. Now, Cleveland, minus 2.5. That's kind of sketchy also. Nick Chubb, he's going to have to get going because Baker, he's banged up. But Cleveland, look at how they've been doing versus the pass. Sitting, 6th versus the pass over the past 3 games? Locking in defensively. But if you look at them versus the rush, Cleveland giving up 166 on the ground over their last 3. I think the Ravens run the ball effectively. Cleveland, they're going to have to do the same. But Baltimore doesn't play around versus the rush. You see them first in the league versus the rush. Over the last 3, only giving up 72. On average, 84 throughout the season. Come on. And then on the road, giving up 86. Not too much of a drastic difference, but if you look at it from last year to this year, last year giving up a $101 over the season. So far, 84. So they're locking in. Pretty sure they did just lose Marlon Humphrey, so that's going to be a huge loss through the air. But I'm not really worried about that from Cleveland. Unless they start getting the screen passes going. Then it could get hectic. But this is another week where we got division matchups. Like Panthers, Falcons, Ravens, Browns, Titans, Jags. What else? Cowboys, Washington. I just heard the Cowboys brought their own benches. Is FedEx Field really a fucking shithole like that? They brought their own benches. Now they're probably heated in the top. Jerry's like, just throw them on the plane. We're going to get them over there overnight maybe. It might be overnight. We'll take the FedEx plane. But if we're taking on my plane, we get there right in the morning. Drop them off at the stadium. They'll be heated in no time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Fire her up. Let's go. Let's go. That boy Jerry Jones, he out there wilding. And Mike McCarthy guaranteeing a win. He's like, fuck else am I going to say? But Washington, they been shifting. It was a 4.5. Now it's 6.5 within a few days. Now Washington, granted Chase Young out for the year. The defense, not too bad though. Now I take that with a grain of salt. Little grain of salt. But just keep that accent the whole pod. But you look at Washington, where they at? Only 217 through the air over the last 3 games. Been playing well, beating tough teams, right? Road victory at Vegas. That was tough. We took Vegas minus 1.5. And in the early parlay we put in, we had Washington winning outright plus 110. Come on. When you're going against it and then you look back, you're like, oh yeah, this pick's fucked. Pick's fucked either way. But the next game we got, actually, that Baltimore. I think they'll get busy. I think they'll keep time of possession, running the ball. And I'm going to take Baltimore plus 2.5. The next one we got Tennessee division matchup. Let's get it. I think at home, we'll look at that a little closer. And some news on Derrick Henry. They say he might be back for playoffs. Now Titans 8-4, right? I'm pretty sure they're tied for the top team or the top seed in the AFC. I'm pretty sure Pat's 8-4. We got the Ravens 8-4. Solid. They're 4-2 at home, which even record on the road and at home. But Jaguars 0-5 on the road. They're 2 wins. Half came at home. So they're definitely not winning this game. And the Titans, hopefully Hilliard, he comes out balling. And Julio Jones, I'm pretty sure yesterday they said they were going to activate him. Now, if he's out there, you know that's going to draw attention, open up some more targets for other folks. And Titans, minus 8.5, lock him in. Jaguars dealing with a bunch of turmoil up in the fucking, all throughout the organization, right? You're talking about Urban Meyer getting into players, coaches. I think he's lost 8 coaches so far since he's been there. Come on. 8 coaches leaving. There's something up. You look at that, you're like, damn. That just don't happen to anybody. So, Jaguars dealing with a bunch of bullshit. They're not going to get the job done here. I'd probably take a double spread of that. Imagine that shit. Plus minus 17 for Tennessee. Send it. Let's go. And the next one, to wrap it up for the 1 o'clock games, Washington at home versus Dallas. We already basically gave that one away. Even though Jared we got the benches on the plane, we got there in the morning, in the fucking morning. And if they aren't there by the morning, someone's getting fired. That's for sure. That's for sure. You could guarantee that. You could put a stamp on that motherfucker. I'm tweaking. I'm wild. So Washington plus 6.5 guaranteed at home versus Dallas. And Denver versus Detroit. Detroit, one of the worst teams versus the rush. Melvin Gordon, I think if he comes back, he won't play too much. And I think Javonte Williams. This is another one of my prop bets for the day. Now we'll come over here. Look at that. Look at this here. Over under 42 points. Okay. Okay. But Javonte Williams been an absolute animal over the past few weeks. Over 100 plus total yards over the past 2 weeks. Absolutely dominating through the air and on the ground. You're facing the Lions who, look at their run defense. Where they at? Detroit, over the past 3 weeks, giving up 117 on the ground. On the season, giving up $131. And that's tough. You're going to think Detroit coming off a win, they're going to have to play well, right? You got Detroit, Denver, they just come off looking like shit. And Denver in their last game, who'd they play? All I know is I had them. Denver in their last game, yeah, 22-9. Looked awful on the road versus Kansas City. Especially after coming off a victory versus the Chargers, which the Chargers, who the fuck are they? Come out, put up 40 plus last week. And then they'll probably lose this week. Chargers at home -9. They'll probably lose. I stayed away from that one, but I did lock in the over 43. I think there's going to be points back and forth in that Chargers versus Giants game in Denver. -11.5. Come on. I think they get it done here. I think people are going to be rocking with the Lions, but 0-5-1 on the road. The only victory coming at home last week, at least they aren't going to be in the first, 18-week season? 17-game schedule. First team, first year, winless. Imagine that. Oh my God. That would have been hectic. But we're going to lock in Denver to get the victory by at least 12 points here. Take them -11.5. Cincinnati at home versus San Fran. -1.5 spread. That's one I cannot call. I can't call it. Like what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I know there's going to be points. It shifted from 48 to 49 just last night. And now, let's look at it a little closer. Still at 49. It'll probably jump to 49.5. Probably not live right now, but I'm going to rock with the 49. Might be. Hold up. 49 points. 49ers. Check. Check. Let's get it. Lock in. Over 49 points. Look at little shit like that. Send it. And the next game we got, we're going to get into the primetime games of the week, where Sunday Night Football, Green Bay at home versus Chicago. I'm thinking Green Bay. -11.5. Come on. At home. Now, Justin Fields, back as the starting quarterback. I don't think it's going to matter too much, but Green Bay through the air, giving up over 285 in their last game. Giving up, 245 over their last 3, even though they're the 9th ranked pass defense. A little shaky. Little shakeums. I'd be careful with it. But -11.5. Rookie quarterback. Actually, we'll look at that quick too. Right? You start talking about shit and you're like, oh, this is going to happen. Yeah, -180 to throw a pick. He's almost guaranteed. And this is probably +140. They say Rodgers not throwing a pick at all. +195. Let's get it. I think they come out. I think they dominate that game. Continue their ill run. When was that? They did just lose to Minnesota a couple weeks ago. Maybe. Do they cover at 11.5? Fuck, man. I think A.J. Dillon gets going, but 11.5, it's a little much. It's even both ways. It means they also have to win by 12 points. Primetime game. Chicago's not going to really care about the cold weather at all. Division game. Do we lock in Chicago +11.5? Or Rodgers versus rookie quarterback? We're locking them in. -11.5. Let's go. Let's get it. And in the next game, they're taking on the Rams. At home. Division matchup. Over under, was it 50? 53? 51.5. So, we'll probably hit the over. But I'd probably be a little skeptical about it. You got the Rams. They're going to have to get the run game going just to open up Matt Stafford. Can't have him out there forcing the ball because 9 picks this year. Come on. Come on. Has thrown 30 tutties. And Beckham, touchdown catch 2 times since joining the Rams. Come on. I'm taking the Rams on the road. Monday Night Football, lock him in plus 2.5. And I think Kyler, he's going to still be a little rusty. And see, try to capture road magic. What? That don't even make sense. Cardinals try to capture road magic at home on Monday Night Football versus Rams. What you mean they're trying to reel in the road magic because they're coming off 3 straight road dubs. Let's get it. Huge NFL Week 14. We just sending it. And what we say? As soon as this shit starts, 11-13, these lineups will drop. Is Osimhen out there? We got Dries Mertens, Aunas, Lozano, Elmas. Come on. Staying away from it. But Lazio, who do they got out there? Missing Milinkovic-Savic. Who's the other key player they're missing? And Luis Alberto. Now, they got Immobile out there, Luis Felipe. He's in defense. Akbro. He's solid. You just seen the lineup shift. That shit was fire. Pedro. He's decent player up there in age, but let me see the bench. Where's the bench at? I think there's going to be goals left and right. You look at the head-to-head. Over in 3 out of the last 4. Actually, 4 out of the last 5. Decent amount of goals. But Lazio on the road, how's it been? 3 out of the last 5. Can't pick them to win. I think the over-under will probably be at 3.5 because all Serie A games. See? Javonte Williams, I don't even know if we gave you that. Russian receiving. And I ain't talking Russian like that boy Putin. But 90.5, Javonte Williams. I think Melvin Gordon, if they get up, he's not going to play as often. And rookie running back, get him the reps. Over 90.5, he's been an absolute beast. Lock that shit in. Prop bet all over. And do we lock Lazio in? I'll probably stay away from it. Any other sneaky Porto Braga? Game's at 1:30. Who's Braga missing? No one too big, but if Pepe is out, that might be a big injury for them. Key loss. Over 2.5 in 1, 2, 3, 4 out of their last 5 with goals all over. It's hit at least 4 goals in 3 out of the last 4 meetings. Okay. Could there be goals left and right? Now we go over here, look at the over-under in Europe. The European play. Club Bruce back down to minus 580. You see how these odds are shifting. Oh. I literally jumped out the seat, bro. I haven't seen Netherlands, right? I haven't seen Netherlands on this betting app in forever. We used to always send and hit the overs. AZ Alkmaar, Utrecht. Who else is in there? Fucking Ajax. Who's the other games? Feyenoord. Yeah, we already said AZ Alkmaar. Vitesse is not a bad team. PSV, huge. Camber, whoever's playing Camber, take the over. Let's go. Huge day. Let's get it. And HST hitters from April to July. Now, to end the year, that was a quick little 3-4 month thing. Now to end the year, we're going to send out the last, 5 months? Last 5-6 months, all the hitters. Make sure you go check out the thread. Deadass. Make sure you're subscribing. If you fuck with it, share it. Tell your boys about it. Tell your shawty about it. If you're shawty watching it, tell your mans about it. Make y'all some money. Fuck with it. Let's get it. Musiala plus 1,000 first goal score. Ridiculous. Just hitters all over. All the soccer. You see it in there. You see what's going on with it. All over. But go check it out. It's on that one. It's on my actual page 2 pinned. Hitters. All we do is hit. But Poirier fucked up the parlay, only lost on the night. And we were sketched. What'd I say? Charles Oliveira, gonna put him in the hard scarf. And what happened? Tough loss, man. Had him hurt too. Or at least a little startled. But that's how it goes. Shout out to LFC Bot, retweeting the tweets for the kid. 2,500 followers, I fucks with y'all. Deadass showing the boy love. Let's get it. That's what it's all about. Let's keep grinding. Shout out to folks. Steady grinding. And it don't stop. High Stakes takes back again on this Sunday. Make sure you stay tuned for all the latest episodes. Got the noties on so you know when we dropping locks. When we drop all the latest Jones, and you never know who could be on the next episode. So let's turn this up one time. JB on the beat. Shout out the kid. Let's have a Sunday. And if we hit the parlay, we'll be back Monday.